There is someone in your future who will stand in front of God and people, look you in the eyes and say, "I choose you." Heaven already knows his name. The angels have already seen the moment it happens. What you do not yet know is the real reason his heart locks onto yours. It is not what you think. It is not just because you are beautiful, kind, or loyal, even though you are all those things. There is a deeper, shocking truth behind why your future husband will choose you, and right now, as you are listening to this, the Lord is already preparing both of you for that moment. Before this video ends, you are going to understand something about yourself, about him, and about God's plan for your love life that may completely shift how you see relationships, rejection, timing, and even your own value. Before we go deeper, I want you to notice what is happening inside your spirit. If something in you is already stirring, if you feel like this word might be for you, take that as a sign that the Holy Spirit wants your full attention right now. Proverbs 19 verse 14 says, "Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord." That means a godly spouse is not just a human choice, it is a divine gift. So when a future husband, aligned with God, says, "I choose you," he is actually agreeing with a decision that started in heaven. In the next few minutes, we are going to unpack the hidden reasons behind that choice, reasons that have nothing to do with what the world tells you makes you worthy, and everything to do with what God has been shaping in you, often in private, often in tears, often in seasons where you felt overlooked. If you are ready to receive whatever God wants to reveal to you in this moment, take a second and type, "I believe," or "I receive this word" in the comments. This is not just about engagement. It is about activating your faith, agreeing with God's timing, and saying, "Lord, if this is for me, I am open." And while you are here, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you do not miss future prophetic messages that will help you walk into the love story and destiny God wrote for you. Now let us start with this. Your future husband's choice is already being shaped long before you ever meet him. Right now, as you are listening to this, God is working on him too. He might be far away, in another city, in another country, in another routine, but the same God who is speaking to your heart is dealing with his. You might think you are waiting, wandering, or even stuck, but in the spiritual realm, there is movement. There are conversations happening over your life, prayers being prayed on both sides, and lessons being learned that will all converge in a divine moment that will look sudden to people, but will be the result of years of God's quiet preparation. One of the first shocking truths about why your future husband will choose you is this: he will be drawn to something in you that you cannot fake. It will be your spirit, not your performance, not your image, not your social media, your spirit. 1 Peter 3 verses 3 and 4 talks about this. It says not to focus on outward adornment only, but on the hidden person of the heart, with the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is precious in God's sight. You might look at yourself and think, "There is nothing special about me," because you are comparing yourself to people who polish their outside more than they guard their inside. But God has been growing something in you that does not wrinkle with age, does not disappear when trends change, and does not fade when attention shifts. Your future husband will sense this, often before he fully understands it. He may try to describe it as peace, as safety, as warmth, as "I feel like I can finally breathe when I am around you." He might even say, "I do not know why, but I feel like I can be myself with you." He will not realize that what he is feeling is the presence of God resting on your life, cultivated in private hours of worship, tears, surrender, and choosing righteousness when compromise was easier. Think back for a moment. How many times have you chosen God instead of choosing what your flesh wanted? How many times have you walked away from a relationship that looked promising on the surface but felt wrong in your spirit? How many nights have you cried out to God, "I am tired of counterfeits. I am tired of games. I want what you want for me." Those moments were not wasted. Those yeses to God were adding weight to your spirit, maturity to your heart, and clarity to your discernment. You did not see it, but heaven did. And here is where it gets even more interesting. Your future husband's story is being shaped in a similar way. Somewhere out there, he has had doors close on him too. He has prayed prayers that seemed unanswered. He has been disappointed, confused, stretched, and refined. At times he may have even thought, maybe marriage is not for me, or maybe I'm asking for too much. But God has been using every delay, every heartbreak, every closed door to align his vision with God's heart. When he finally chooses you, It will not be random, and it will not be shallow. It will be the result of God healing his definition of love and teaching him what to value. There is another hidden reason your future husband will choose you, and this one might surprise you. He will be drawn to your scars, not the scars from sin that you are still proud of, but the scars from battles you have fought with God by your side. You might think your past disqualifies you. You might think your broken family, your mistakes, your seasons of struggle make you less desirable. But Romans 8 verse 28 says, "We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose." That includes your painful chapters. Imagine this. One day you are sitting with him and you decide to open up about something you have never told anyone. Maybe it is a season of depression you walked through. Maybe it is a relationship where you were mistreated. Maybe it is a time when you did not have enough money, enough support, enough stability. You expect him to pull away, to see you as weak or complicated, but instead, you see tears in his eyes. He reaches for your hand and says, "You have no idea how much I respect you for surviving that. I see how strong you are. I see God's hand on your life even more now." Why does he respond like that? Because his assignment is connected to your story. 2 Corinthians 1 verse 4 says that God comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others with the same comfort we have received. Your future husband's purpose will not just be about his career or his title. It will also be about the kind of healing and covering he is called to bring, and your scars will speak directly to that calling. Your pain has prepared you to understand people he is called to reach. Your healing has prepared you to stand beside him without envying his role, resenting his calling, or shrinking back in insecurity. This is why some of your relationships did not work, not because you were unlovable, not because you were too much, but because the person you were with could not bear the weight of your story, did not comprehend the depth of your calling, and was not equipped to walk with you through the layers of your heart. It hurt when they left. It hurt when they did not choose you, but your future husband will choose you in part because of those very layers. He will feel, maybe unconsciously at first, that your story fits his. Before we go further, I want you to pause and do something with me. Close your eyes for a moment if you can, take a deep breath. Exhale the anxiety, the fear, the overthinking about "am I enough?" Then when you are ready, type in the comments, "I trust God's timing." Let that be your declaration. Trust that the same God who knows where you are also knows where he is and is not confused about how to bring your paths together. And if this word is helping you, do not forget to like this video. It truly helps us reach more people who need these messages, and it also signals to your own heart that you are in agreement with what God is doing. Now there is another reason your future husband will choose you that goes even deeper. It is connected to your prayer life. You might not realize how powerful your prayers are. You might think you are just talking. You might say, "Lord, I do not even pray correctly. I stumble over my words. I get distracted." But James 5 verse 16 says that the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Not perfect prayers, righteous prayers, prayers from a heart that keeps turning back to God. Your future husband will choose you in part because you have already been choosing him in prayer. You have been covering someone you have not met yet. You have been asking God to protect him from wrong influences, to strengthen him in weak moments, to guide his decisions, even when you did not have a face or name to put to those requests. Many of you do not even remember the first time you prayed for your future husband. It may have been a simple, "Lord, wherever he is, keep him." You did not know it, but that prayer mattered. In Matthew 6 verse 6, Jesus talks about going into your room, closing the door, and praying to your Father who is unseen. He says that the Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you openly. One of the ways that reward might show up is in the quality of the man God brings into your life. Your secret prayers are creating an atmosphere around your future marriage. They are saying to heaven, "I care about more than a wedding day. I care about a lifetime. I care about his soul. I care about his walk with you." What you pray for shapes what you are attracted to. If you only pray, "God, make him tall, handsome, and wealthy," your discernment will be weak, and you might be pulled toward people who look good but lack character. But when you pray, "Lord, give me a man who fears you. Give me a man who loves you more than he loves me. Give me a man who will lead with humility and serve with strength," your spirit begins to tune itself to those qualities. Then, when your future husband appears, you do not just see his smile or his style, you sense his spirit. This is where it gets really powerful. When he is drawn to you, he will be responding to something he did not even know he was asking God for. Somewhere along his journey, he has prayed too. Maybe he prayed, God, I am tired of relationships where I cannot be myself. Maybe he said, Lord, I need a woman who will pray with me not just for